you. You know how to do that? Okay.
As part of a groundbreaking holographic art project called The Portal.
Anglers near Georgia Veterans State Park have reported catching fish with facial features resembling those of humans.
Hey yo, we're back at it again. In today's compilation, we'll be diving into a few clips that'll make you question everything. Let's get it.
Dublin and New York City have been linked up through a real-time visual bridge as part of a groundbreaking holographic art project called The Portal. It features a 24/7 live stream of both Dublin and New York, connecting the two cities, and it even allows for real-time interaction between Dubliners, New Yorkers and visitors to both cities. The New York City portal is on 5th Avenue and Dublin's portal is on O'Connell Street. We are definitely living in the future.
This looks like a glorified FaceTime call.
This is Tom Hawkins for WGSA News 6 reporting from Waycross, Georgia. An unusual phenomenon in Lake Blackshear has local wildlife officials and ichthyologists puzzled. Anglers near Georgia Veterans State Park have reported catching fish with facial features resembling those of humans. These specimens, dubbed face fish by local anglers and scientifically termed Homo pisces by researchers, have drawn attention from both the scientific community and exotic pet traders. Dr. Jane Smith from the Georgia Aquatic Wildlife Commission stated, "We're actively investigating these reports. While it's premature to draw conclusions, we're taking this matter seriously and conducting thorough examinations of the specimens." The unusual appearance of these fish has led to increased fishing activity in the area, raising concerns about potential ecosystem disruption. We urge the public to report any unusual catches to the GAWC, but to otherwise maintain normal fishing practices. Dr. Smith added, local authorities are discouraging the sale or private ownership of these fish until more is known about their nature and origin.
If I reel in a fish that has a nose like mine, I may have to go to therapy session right afterwards.
Okay. Hi. Can you do this? I love you. You know how to do that? Okay. What should we do? Go running. Let's go for a run. Do you know how to do... Oh, you are Hawaiian. Okay.
At this point, I don't think the Kardashians can do anything that would surprise me, so we can go ahead and add Siri and Alexa cousins to that list, but that's one expensive friendship.
43 rhesus monkeys escaped from a bio-research lab yesterday, causing residents to go on lockdown in a tiny South Carolina town. The rhesus macaque monkeys escaped from the Alpha Genesis Primate Research Center that performs experimental tests for various infectious diseases and disorders on the primates. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office released this statement last night. As of 9:45 p.m., we can confirm that 40 primates have escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility located on Castle Hall Road. Traps have been set up around the area, and the Yemassee Police Department is currently on site utilizing thermal imaging cameras in an attempt to locate the animals. Residents are strongly advised to keep doors and windows secured to prevent these animals from entering homes. If you spot any of the escaped animals, please contact 911 immediately and refrain from approaching them. We appreciate your patience and cooperation. Further updates will be released as they become available. The public's assistance is appreciated in the effort to locate and return these animals to their enclosure.
These monkeys may now be qualified to get their own spin-off to the TV show Prison Break. Call it the Biolab Monkey Break.
Let me tell y'all a true story, B, so boom, watch this video to the end. Jaden Smith. You're kind of smart, I must say. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
And we're preparing everybody to go to prison through the schools. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, the people that are not doing good in the grades, oh, you're doing like this, oh, you go to the detention, da-da-da-da. There's too many correlations between public schools and prisons.
Great.
The fact that you have the long hallways, the fact that you have a fixed response to authority, the fact that, oh, there's a specific time when you can go outside and play, and then there's a specific time that you can come back in.
That's
and
true.
the way that you're notified with that happening is through the bells. They're subconsciously getting you to have a fixed response to authority and understanding what it's going to be like when you are in prison. It's
Really?
like, no, when you're here, you have to listen to me. I'm in charge. Now I'm going to pass you off to this next person is in charge when you're doing this.
Stop playing with me, son. Take a look at this picture. Shh. Shut up. Come on.
They're breeding us to
Really?
go into prison. They're breeding us, or they're breeding us to go to school and learn how to work a 9-to-5 and work to a factory. Like, school was invented for the Industrial Revolution because people were cutting their fingers off in the factories because they couldn't read the instructions.
Stop playing with me, son. Who told you this? Shh. Shut up. Come on.
Put them in school 9 to 5 so they get used to waking up 9 a.m. and then finishing
Okay.
at 5 p.m. They get used to the bells. They have the bells in the factories too. They have the times where you go outside in the factories as well. It's like fixed responses to authority and then fixed scheduling so that you are stuck in this literal system so that you're not a free thinker to where you can be like, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do this. No, you work for this specific corporation who's been breeding you since you were born.
Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I didn't say anything. Jaden Smith said it. It's not a game, guys. Do you get it now? You was born to shh. Shut up. That's why the school system was put in place. For you. A plus Z plus 3 to the third power of 8. What the shh? Shut up. I haven't used that since I left school. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. And Jaden Smith told you.
Hey, Jaden Smith is grown now and is entitled to his own opinions, but Will Smith was probably looking at that interview trembling because he know his boy went off script.
Yo, I just got a frequency on the radio and it's saying, hello, America. Hello, ma'am, can you hear me? Something can hear me through my radio.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello, America.
Who is this?
Yes, hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, no, let me get off that shit. Hold up. Yo, I swear to God, I can't make it up.
I don't think turning off the radio would be enough. She might as well trade in that car for a new one.
Most feared man in Hollywood. They don't like me in Hollywood.
Why do they not like you?
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that stuff on TV. They had to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy to wear a dress. You know what I'm talking about.
Preach! R.I.P. Tommy, but he has been in over 50 movies, so it shows that you can stand on business and still be successful.
Tell y'all true story. Be so boom. Watch this video to the end. Here we go again. TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Guys, I found something in Romania. Just wait. This has to stop, guys. Who the hell put that shit there? Shh. Shut up. Get ready. Come on. This is ridiculous, guys. Now, please, can somebody tell me who the hell put that there? What is that? Shut up! In the middle of nowhere, guys. I found it. Who put that there? Shh. Shut up! In the middle of nowhere, where nobody could find it. Stop playing with me, son. TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only, and those statues are no longer there. What if those things could come alive? What if they just waiting for the perfect time?
For the mere fact those statues are no longer there leaves me with a million questions, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think they're like random statues that got relocated, or maybe fallen angels that got petrified in place? I mean, that's a wild thought, but let me know what you guys think. Comment below.
She had children with her. A very common way for her to start the conversation would be for her to ask me, using English, which she had learned, do I understand that they love their children more than human women love their children? Or in other words, I want to make sure my children are safe, you see? And of course, when I said, yes, I understand that, then they would noticeably relax and feel happier. If a tall white lady came with children and she didn't say anything, a common way for me to start the conversation would be for me to say, I understand that you love your children more than human women love their children, and then she'd relax and feel better. In many ways, the tall white women were like female gorillas. You could consider the children to be untouchable, okay? If you touch the children, the mother might kill you, no matter how pleasant she seemed, no matter how close the child came. So, for example, and I speak from direct experience, if I was standing by my theodolite and the child wanted to look through the theodolite and the child was right there, then there's no way in the world that it would be suicide for me to reach over and touch the child. That will upset the mother. And for example, on one evening, this tall white lady came who I had seen a few times before, but she wasn't a regular, and she brought 3 children with her. And she was somewhat older than the typical young adult, and therefore somewhat taller. She was 6'1", 6'2", and following the usual so-called protocol, she had come down the Bunker Road with her 3 children in an obvious manner to let me get used to the idea that she was coming with her kids. And then when she got to the end of the Bunker Road where the range boards were, she began approaching me directly. I was halfway across the square. And as she got closer, perhaps 20 feet, 15 feet, even though I'd gotten over my fear of the tall whites, because you had to treat each one as an individual, I found it a little intimidating that she was coming that close. And so I backed away from my theodolite towards the generator shack. And she said, "Is it okay if the children look in my weather shack while I took my report?" And I said yes.
If his story is true, we can safely assume that he played by the tall whites rules. Otherwise, that interview would be non-existent. I don't think I've ever seen a job titled the Giant Slug Catcher, but hopefully he got a raise after this one. If you made it to this part of the video, we greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell as well. But let's get back to it.
All I gotta get you to see, if I could just get you to see that them mountains is tree stumps. If you can really see that, the veil is broken, bro. Because from that point, you see everything. You see everything.
Evidence of branches and leaves laying next to a huge stump. In fact, one of the leaves measured taller than the Empire State Building. I want to take you to the location now, and here we go. And the area that we are looking at is north central Madagascar, right in this area here. There are more than one example of what look like to me ancient tree stumps with quite possibly large branches and large leaves in some cases laying next to some of these very huge structures. This is one that I showed you guys yesterday. Measure this thing and you can look at the side view even on Google Earth here. We'll go side to side. There's the stump. 4,000 foot on this side over here. Go across. A little taller on this side at about 4,150 feet. It's over 8 miles wide. Look at the miles. 8.45 miles. We could set the entire city of Nashville and all of its suburbs right there quite comfortably. If you go to the left, which would be about the 10, 11 o'clock position, all over in this area, you'll find what look like leaves and branches all over the ground. Here's an example of one here. There's many, many, many examples. This one here we're going to measure real quick. And I'll show you just to kind of put things in perspective how long that thing is compared to something that's very tall. So we'll measure from top to bottom. And we'll go in feet, 1,596 feet. That one branch is taller than the Empire State Building we showed in a video earlier, right there. I think it's the same exact branch that's on the ground, taller than the Empire State Building. And there's others. There's many others. So if you look around, you'll also find many more examples of these leaves, like right here, big, huge branches.
But when you really get to looking at the mountain, you be like, oh, shit. That should do like a tree that got cut down. And then you start scanning back, looking at the whole mountain range. You be like, oh, that's the tree they cut right there. That's disguised as mountains. Boy, that stand out clear as day when you notice that's the tree you're looking at. And then think about how tall the tree was. You're like, oh, shit. Hold on now. I'm looking for evidence about all Rashad Jamal be talking about how we fell in frequency and this was our planet and we was giants and we was blue, red, and green and you did blah, 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 bleed. Look at this tree. This was a tree right here. And it's gone. First off, why they cut it, what the fuck they cut it with, and what they do with the rest of the tree. That's where your mind gonna go.
I have the same questions as Jamal. Like, if half of this is true, I want to know who cut those trees down and what they cut them with. I mean, we're in 2024 and technology is forever advancing, but I don't think Home Depot and Lowe's has chainsaws tough enough. My guess is that might be laser action.
Just because the globe doesn't spin under your chopper doesn't mean the earth is flat.
Then what about the footage of all the pilots admitting that the earth is flat?
They were just kidding, man. They can't have been serious.
That's where you're wrong, buddy. It's company policy for the pilots to always be honest.
What the
Yeah, and if you search for a picture of satellites or Earth from space, all you get is CGI. It's just that now that technology has advanced so high, it's hard to even tell the difference anymore.
None of this is true, man. Come on.
Yeah, okay, buddy. You know why we haven't been to the moon in so long? It's because then we'd expect some kind of building there, which we could zoom into using a camera. Is it too much to ask? Just get a massive paint bucket and spill that mess.
My
I want to
God.
see it.
But why would NASA lie to us? They have
Brother,
no
why wouldn't they
reason to.
lie to us? The oligarchs have been gaslighting us nonstop. You better wake up, buddy.
You won't believe me if I told you the sky was blue.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Just keep believing in everything daddy government tells you.
You sound like a damn fool.
Just hear me out. If you look at the Earth model given to us by NASA, why can't we just go up on a helicopter and wait for the Earth to spin to my destination? Why not, brother? At least tell me why, if my plane flies in the opposite direction of the spin, shouldn't I get there earlier?
No, because the plane sticks to the atmosphere.
Right, yeah, okay, buddy. So you think the atmosphere is like homemade jello and we're plowing through it?
Dear God.
If the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour, then I don't see why I have to pay for a plane ticket. That's all I'm saying.
Brother, I'm done with you.
It's flat, buddy. Accept it.
Conversation starter of the week, or at least an interesting one. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere? The answers you get might surprise you.
The curving horizon, the sloping sea level, the spin of the Earth. Unless you can see these phenomena with your own eyes, they may not be true. Unlike what we've been told in school, the Earth looks like a snow globe, round but not sphere. The North Pole is at the center of most flat Earth maps, with the ice of Antarctica holding everything in.
The round or spherical Earth theory is propagated by some conspiracy.
And the number of people who think so is growing. Thousands, if not millions of people still believe the world is flat.
Scientists say that's actually a symptom of a bigger problem, and it's the subject of tonight's special report. WCIA3's Aaron Eads is here with us now. And Aaron, as far as conspiracy theories go, flat Earth theory is actually getting pretty popular.
Yeah, believe it or not, the number of people who believe the Earth is flat is actually growing. Scientists might have an idea of why that is, and it's worth talking about. And what better place to do so than one of the flattest places in the country, right here in central Illinois. It doesn't get much flatter than this. Geological survey data shows Douglas County is the flattest county in Illinois, which is the second flattest state in the whole country. On a clear day, it seems like you can see forever, but you can't. Through the eyes of a person of an average height, the horizon is about 3 miles away. But that's it. You can go up higher to see a greater distance, but you'll never be able to see the whole world no matter how high you get. But there are ideas that this is a sham. NASA, a fraudulent organization bent on siphoning your tax dollars. The moon landing didn't happen.
Those iconic blue marble images seen from space, fakes.
You start seeing words like composite or animation or something that tells you this is not an actual photograph of the Earth.
But in a world of disagreements large and small, for something as clear as this horizon, the interpretation could be infinite.
The biggest concern with the flat Earth movement is how fast it's gaining steam. Scientists are worried that flat Earth could become a political issue like climate change.
I have seen clips of several pilots giving their perspective of the shape of the Earth, and not one has said the Earth is a globe. Either they took an oath to lie, or we gotta start thinking big picture.
Palestine River is red.
Check this out.
It was the whole river.
The water river is red.
I'm not sure if the color of the river has any biblical meaning, but one thing for sure, you won't catch me fishing there. It looks like 100 malfunctioning dishwashers were left in the field to tough it out, but am I tripping or was a cameraman in the middle of it?
There is different
There's cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels, and they've built them for decades. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out. I think people assume that when you get underground, it's just this dirt, and you keep going deeper, and there's more dirt, and then there's cages. No, that's not how it works.
I get underground tunnels are a thing, but why go there to host parties? If I can't get proper cell data or use Google Maps, that's a no-brainer for me.
Yo, this dude is just walking in the middle of the desert, and then this happens, y'all. This huge hole opens up, starts just bursting out with flames. Look at that, y'all. In the middle of the desert. He said the ground just opened up right in front of him as he was walking. Literally, bro, he was saying he's the only one out there too. That's crazy. Look, that's crazy. Is that like a gas line or something like that, y'all? It seems that these sinkholes or these hellholes are opening up all over the planet. Remember the one that opened up in Texas in front of that Walmart? And now in the desert, y'all, of all the places, we can't help but to see the changes that are occurring all over the planet right in front of our eyes, y'all. Like, nobody's immune to this.
That cameraman seemed too calm and relaxed. He might have been the one who started that bonfire.
Okay, y'all need some answers. What is going on? What are these things? These people are going crazy. Look at this, y'all. There's so much going on in this video. What is this? Does anybody know what these things are? I have never seen these things in my life. Why do they look like they're supposed to be walking upright, but they're walking on all fours? And they're yelling. Has anybody seen these type of creatures before? Look at this, y'all. It's the yelling for me. It looks like this guy has come across these creatures, but the guy on the tractor, you see how he just ran off the tractor as soon as he saw them? What is going on? Does anybody know what these are? It's like things are happening in different parts of the world and we have no idea what's going on. It seems like he's trying to get up there, but the tractor's not even working, and then they come across these things over here.
I'm not sure what these are, but I don't think they're humans. And based on how long their arms are, I think they got Wembanyama's wingspan by at least 2 feet. Alright guys, so we got to the end of this video, but before you leave, sub up and let me know your thoughts of any of these clips in the comments below. But in the meantime, be good, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.